Hello, wonderful people! I need to fix this. And it's dying. There we go. Why is it so laggy? Lag, 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 lag. I don't know why it's so laggy. Cheeto! Hold on. Let me turn it off and turn it back on. No, it's not turning on at all. Oh, I hate this thing. Hold on, guys. Alright, there we go. Much better. Alrighty. Now, what my plan is today is to do the flying classes. Oh, that's not right. Alrighty, let's map. Alright, is it over here? Okay, I need to move this over, cause there we go. Can't see it. Couldn't see my screen. Let's see.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class. Thank you. Now, your turn.
I'm glad you had a good time at school today.
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
What was your favorite thing you learned?
Up. One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
I wonder how I'm gonna do with this.
Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
Control on what? Control to... It's not working. Ah, okay. So up and down.
This is brilliant.
Nice balance.
This'll take some getting used to.
Oh, it was your
Well
first day?
done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
It's more advanced.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge. What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight! Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
This is rather fun.
Whoa! Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
They did. Did anyone else see that? Brilliant.
Oh, well done! Have a moment?
Oh, you're in middle school? Oh, that's fifth. Middle school for me was
I say, I watched you fly through those
7th and
rings.
8th.
You seem to handle
It's
yourself on
different
that
everywhere
dusty school. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Can't say no to that. What did you
Julie
have in
Potter's when you
A
stand
bit of a
rules.
detour, so to speak. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying dips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Scandals.
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
I only crashed once, so proud of myself.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Hey, for your information, I received an owl from her just the other day.
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection stuff.
I wonder when you get a pet. One cat. Cat or a frog. If we're allowed.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Excuse me.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I have a terrible
I had plenty of opportunity to pursue anything.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you... Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London. And I've only just returned. Thankfully, with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver App... Windwisps too.
Sounds quite the array of brooms.
What are we looking for today?
Only have 400. Adventure.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
That's cool.
House elves are Wizardkind's best friend. Always have been.
I didn't even know you could get all this stuff.
They're terribly accomplished now. House elves live up to their achievements.
You don't ever want to find me.
An honest day's work for an honest signal. That's my creed. How is that?
Then here.
Wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
Nice to see you
Revelio.
again.
Why is that one gonna be so expensive?
Nice doing business with you.
If I had more stuff
Thanks
to
for
sell,
stopping
almost
by.
there.
Hope to see you again. When you find a good opportunity, it's wise.
Alright,
Hello. And how would one like to be styled today?
Revelio. I'm sure she'd love some flowers. Why don't you pick some bluebell?
Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smelly, you'll have to work it out for yourself.
oh hell yeah!
Revelio.
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
Send an outer bulletin.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Bruton should have sucked them along.
not supposed to go down there. I just thought...
Good gosh, I'm in no trouble.
I'm very sorry, Father. Only she said I might earn a reward. Oh, instead I just wasted on...
Hell yeah.
Huh, finally! I'll have enough for that wind whip.
Revelio.
Alrighty. Where is the broom shop again? I has it on there. I have more than enough money now. Let's go. And I can get the broom I wanted.
My mother used to say I was lazy.
You're back. It's to see you again.
And I'm buying a broom.
You'll be thrilled with that broom. I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me. So, as it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved.
That sounds intriguing.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Who needs keys when you know Alohomora?
Can't help but admire his enthusiasm.
Beetle the Guard is a bit too hairy-hearted for my taste. I'm a bit worried that my nephew's a squib. Sits there like a lump every Christmas while all the other children have to be constantly reminded.
Incendio.
You shall hold that wand still.
No need for sleeping draught for me. Proper day's work and I sleep like a baby moonchild.
Hogsmeade does have charming shopkeepers. I was simply saying before that I preferred Diagon Alley on account of the wider selection of merchandise.
Hasn't been anyone. My favorite class would be no doubt. Not a different.
Oh, this is so sick! Love, love, love it! Why can I not stop? Thought I hit control and it stops.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Incendio!
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean...
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Professor Weasley?
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Oh my god, I got the broom. It's so much fun. Oh my god, I got the broom.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room.
looks like a fart
Splendid.
toot.
Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent work.
That's
You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later.
Revelio.
Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest. Revelio.
Incendio. Accio. Tego. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not that. That's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? snitch.
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Revelio. Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us in here.
Yikes! Careful!
The room of requirement will all... It's on deep. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Hold on.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space.
Revelio.
Ah! And it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Nothing to identify, for now at least.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will...
It will. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring.
Conjuring?
Yes. The magic of creating or conjuring. Very good. When spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from Tomes and Scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as Moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough...
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite. Why don't you give it a try? You should find both familiars...
Revelio. Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
Nice. This is like my own little work area.
Deke will be here.
I will be sure to...
Good luck.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before. Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moon. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or return to me when...
Revelio. Revelio. I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Wall decoration and floor decoration. Let's get thrown. It's giving gothic. Well, you can change color too. Alright.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Oh my god, and the way you place furniture and decor is insane.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and style. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell to customize it.
Deep's no herbology professor, but some plants here seem to be ready to harvest.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke...
Professor...
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Sounds perfect.
Whoa, ho, ho. I love it. I love it.
Quite a... Of course, you needn't... Now you have learnt a good bit about...
Thank you, Professor.
Indeed.
What is this?
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor.
Good. I'll leave you to it.
Cool. I freaking love it in here. It's so fucking creepy.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
Of course. What sort of...
Oh.
Actually, perhaps
So I
another
just
time.
always had to ask him for that. Fucking love it. castle. Alright. My cappuccino.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Since when should it matter what anyone looks like?
I thought the boy was fine.
They say herbology.
Oi, can you help me? Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
Oh, girl.
This way.
Well, hold on, sir.
There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised. How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I know Ominous. Met him in our common room. I've noticed he uses his...
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Of course. Ominous spoke to me about his family when we first met. To say that he has no love lost for them is an understatement.
Glad you understand. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include...
My thoughts exactly. To be fair, I'm admittedly... But you should learn it. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
Where is it? This one? No. The fuck is it? That's not it. Confrigo. Confringo. Where the hell is it? Am I blind? Oh, right there.
Confringo!
Oh, whoa. How does it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it!
I think I've got it.
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. And Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. Haven't been here in some time.
It's not the same
It's
without
not the same without.
I'm sorry about your sister. If
there's
there's anything I can do.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted. You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you.
All right.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting.
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. Fig and I think...
Are you telling?
That's...
And this ability... Well, when you... In the meantime, spend as much time here as you'd like. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello, Ominous. I was just heading to our common room.
I've recognized that voice. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
Actually, Sebastian brought me there. But he made it perfectly clear to keep quiet about it.
That rat! You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster, and I'm not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
Trust me, Ominous. I won't say a word.
Why should I trust you? You just betrayed Sebastian.
Please, I was trying to defend him. He was clear that this was a secret place and I was to tell no one. He's a good friend.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to
Wingardium
levitate objects for a short
Leviosa.
time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class. Revelio.
If only a new student would help me.
Revelio. Professor, what can you tell me about your work at the Ministry?
Your curiosity is Unspeakable's work.
Yes, Professor. You do seem to have come to terms.
It's a matter of perspective. Without saying more, perhaps whatever time I've lost was an exchange for time gained. And to dwell at this point, yes?
If I may.
Kind of you to...
Yes, Professor. Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me? If only a new student would help me with my sad predicament.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
Revelio. Confringo.
Might some kind soul help me?
Alrighty, what do we want to do next? I think reporting after him, I'm gonna see how we can get an animal in here.
Revelio.
Oh, also, let's see if we got any points to upgrade stuff. Talents? Yes. Room of requirement? spells, maybe? Alright, T. Alright.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were... I received a flurry of messages from...
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the to a cave under the lake. And that's...
Who on earth is...
He was a student here long ago. I found the missing pages.
You found the page?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and...
What's gonna happen?
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
To think it was beneath us all this time. was Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on trials that you... Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of it.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything...
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were... They will test your abilities both, but of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time. Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be complete.
Shall we have a look?
It's pretty.
You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your...
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Alright, well, I gotta go make some food.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
I'm gonna stream some more after that. So probably in like an hour and a half to 2 hours I will be streaming. So I'll be streaming more of this. So thank you everyone for coming and watching, and I'll see you in like about an hour and a half to 2 hours.